Year 6. Hope you are well. Today we're going to look at filtration and evaporation. So what are we going to start with in terms of equipment? We need some salt, we need some sand, we need a solvent. In this case we're using some water. We've got a funnel, we've got some filter paper and a conical flask and a glass rod to stir with. So we need to make our mixture to begin with, and to make our mixture we're going to take our solvent, which is water, and we're going to add some salt, and we're going to add some sand. Give it a good stir. Okay, so we've got our mixture now, and that mixture is made up of two different solids. Now, the sand hasn't dissolved in the solvent, so we would classify the sand as being insoluble. However, the salt has pretty much dissolved within that solvent, so we would say that the salt was soluble within that solvent. But what we need to do is to be able to now pull it all apart. So the first thing that we're going to do is use a process called filtration, and filtration involves a conical flask, a funnel and a piece of filter paper. Now, to put your filter paper into the funnel so that we can filter our mixture, we simply fold the paper in half and into a quarter and open it up like so. Place it into your funnel and pour your mixture. Okay. Now, it'll take about 10 minutes to filter all of your mixture, and what will we be left with once it has all been filtered? So, as you can imagine, the sand is insoluble, therefore it will remain behind in the filter paper. Whatever's left behind in the filter paper we refer to as the residue. Okay? As you can see, most of the liquid is going through the funnel into our conical flask. Now, because the salt is soluble, what we will have down here is salty water. The particles are small enough to get through the filter paper, and they form a solution at the bottom in our conical flask. What do we call this solution that forms in our conical flask? This is known as the filtrate. Okay? Now, remove the funnel with our residue in, because that is the sand on its own now. What we want to try and do now is to remove the salt from the water. Now, at the moment it's dissolved, we can't see the salt. How do we go about separating the salt from the water? We place it into an evaporating basin on top of a gauze, on top of a tripod, and we've got a Bunsen burner underneath. We place the solution into an evaporating basin and we heat for 5 to 10 minutes. What will happen over those 5 to 10 minutes? All the solvent, all the water will evaporate because its boiling point is approximately 100 degrees, and the salt, the boiling point of salt is much higher than that of water, so the salt will remain behind in our evaporating basin. Okay, so that is a method, two methods that we can use to separate a mixture, something that is insoluble, which was the sand, and how do we separate something that is soluble? We can use evaporation. Okay, go and do your work.